So, my friend, grab a cup of coffee, have a seat. You want to build a business, but you don't want to network. I get it. I'm a little bit introverted myself. So, I started an online business. This is perfect for my fellow introverts. This is also perfect if you have some kind of in-person business and you are just kind of over it, or you want to start something online. So for example, one of my students had a physical therapy business and she actually got hurt, and so she couldn't move as much, and so she ended up bringing it online and doing physical therapy online. I had another student, and this was during COVID, who was doing in-person stuff and was like, what if this happens again? I need to have some other income stream that's an online business. And then I have a third student, amazing woman. She's a therapist and can only practice therapy in this one region where she lives. And so she's like, oh, if I ever want to move, it's going to be really difficult. So what if I bring another kind of income stream, which is an online business, which for her was life coaching. And so we worked on that together. So online businesses, it's where it's at. I'm telling you, my friend. Hey, I'm Andrea Palten, and I have been in marketing for 25 years. I've worked in corporate, and being the introvert that I am, the last 15 years, I've been working remote. So I'm a remote girl all the way. So it made sense that I started the CMO Growth Guide and made it an online business. I like to hide behind the computer. I feel comfortable here. Idea number one is digital products. So I'm talking right now about ebooks, white papers, templates, Canva templates. You could do, there's just so much you can do. You can also create an AI bot that you can sell. I have a bot. It helps you figure out what kind of digital product business you should start. And I used to sell it for $7. Now I am giving it away for free. So make sure you check it out if you're interested in it. It's in the description. These kinds of things you have to price pretty low. $7 is a good price for a lot of these things. You can go all the way up to $17, $27, but really not much more. So there is a cap. And so this means it's all about quantity. So you're going to have to get a lot of people to download it to make money. But it's a really, really, really good way for people to get to know you, for people to get an introduction to you. So it really can double as both something that makes you money and a lead magnet. Idea number two, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is cool because you don't actually have to do anything on the giving end or on the teaching end or anything. You really just sell the affiliate, and that affiliate then ends up doing whatever the product is. So it's really cool, but it can't be passive. So you can't just like slap some links on your website and hope people are going to buy it. I mean, I do have links on my website, but I have to drive traffic to it. So you could do a blog post. You can write about it. You can write about it on Substack. You could do a YouTube video and say, hey, look, I am using this Rode mic and I'm an affiliate. Go buy it. It's my favorite mic. That's the kind of stuff that you can do. I'm currently vidIQ affiliate and I'm a Kajabi affiliate. If I want to like teach you how to do a website in Kajabi, or I want to teach you how to do a course in Kajabi, I can do that for free on my YouTube channel, and then I can just link over to Kajabi with my hyperlink, and then I can get paid. Try print on demand. You could do t-shirts or anything that you can print on and sell. There are companies that it's print on demand, meaning you don't have to buy a bunch of inventory and then it sits in your house and then you have to like figure out how to sell it and send it. They actually send it for you. So that's a really cool way for you to not have that inventory and just try it out. I did have a platform myself where I sold inventory, and I had the inventory in my house. I did sunglasses and rings, and I did it very shortly. It was not for me. So for me, that was really hard to have all that inventory here. The print on demand is really the way to go with that. One of my favorites is create courses, create memberships. So courses, we all know what a course is, so I'm not going to go into that too much, but the course world has changed a little bit. People are wanting more one-on-one help because a lot of courses popping up are not good. They are AI slop. I actually just did a video on that the other day, where you're giving something, you're doing audits, you're showing up on camera, something. And then memberships. I love memberships. I have my own membership called Impact, which is basically get consulting in a group format. So it's a lot cheaper than doing one-on-one consulting with me. And that is a good way to also really, again, I'm with my people, right? So that's what you're going to have to do, is be with your people. But Like me, you can do it on a screen. So all my calls are on Zoom. I don't meet with anybody in person. And sometimes for introverted people, having group coaching or group courses is easier than the one-on-one, believe it or not. So think about it. There's different ways you can do this. If you really don't want to be in front of people live, there's another thing that you can do. I'm basically giving you 3 ideas in one. You can do audits. For example, there's this guy that is a dance instructor. And he is basically, he tells people to record themselves dancing, then send it in. He looks at it. He figures out what they did good and what they did wrong. And then he records himself on a loom. And sometimes he'll even record himself doing dance steps. And then he sends it back to them. So he never had to talk to them one-on-one, but they did get a human. It's just a recorded human. So good way to do that. You can sell audio. So you could sell private podcasts. You can have a regular podcast that are freebie, and then you can say, hey, if you want to dive in deeper, here's my paid podcast or subscription podcast. There are ways to do audio courses. It really depends on what you're trying to do. You can also do audiobooks. You could do meditations if you're in that kind of area. You could do daily mindfulness tips. There's so many things you can do, but audio is the way to go if you don't feel comfortable being on camera. If you are really good with a camera or you're super artistic and have art, sell that. You can sell on photos, you can sell on all kinds of different websites. There are so many stock types of websites where you can put your photos up, like Unsplash and stuff. You can sell your digital art. You can have an Instagram or Pinterest with all of your art. You can go on Etsy and do that. There's no networking required. You don't even need to put your face out there. You could literally just put a logo of your art company and then have your art be the visual and the photos of what you do. All right, so here's what I want you to remember. You do not need to be a social butterfly to have your own business. You can easily hide behind a computer like me and be an online business person. You can do it even without your face. Faceless businesses are harder. I did have a YouTube video on that, so check that out. In general, though, having your face up is okay and is better, and you could do the faceless business, but either way, you don't have to meet people. You don't have to meet people for coffee. You don't have to do handshakes. You don't have to do any of that kind of schmoozing. It is helpful if you want to do it. I have done some networking actually with people that I met online. I've never met them in person, believe it or not. So you could still do networking that way. Either way, this is your business. I want you to do the business that you have always dreamed of your way. Very many different ways to do that. So start your online business. Need help? I'm always here for you. Either subscribe here to my channel or check out my website at cmogrowthguide.com. See ya for the next video.